everybody. Welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast, where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. We're your hostesses with the mostesses, Brooke and
Beck.
And I'm trying to stare at the camera. Welcome back. Okay. So last week was fun.
Oh, it was so fun.
We talk. If you haven't seen it yet, you will by the time this one comes out. Unless you're just skipping. I don't know what you're doing. Okay. But we talked to a real live author, living, breathing, over the seas author. That was Mr. Caleb Crowe. This was his first book, correct?
Correct.
This was his first book. And I'm actually going to go ahead and, do a little cheese, and this will be the thingy, you know? There we go, cheese.
I love the cover.
I don't know if Caleb Crowe will mind, but my 2-year-old has... I don't even know if you can see it. He added
some artwork.
He scribbled in it a bit. But, I mean, he should already have my money, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Is there a spider web?
Hair.
Oh, okay, that's better than a spider web. He knows he's not supposed to write and scribble in books, but, you know, it happens still sometimes if I'm not staring him down while he's playing with crayons and stuff. Yeah, so this is his first book, The Girl in the Painting. Becky has read it. My mom has read it. I am almost finished with it. Spoiler. And so far, I'm liking it. They enjoyed it, so you should check it out or check out one of his other books. He was very nice to talk to. I absolutely loved hearing him talk about his books.
Yes.
I just loved just listening to him just go in about what he loves about his books, what inspired his books, just him talking about his books.
When I edited it, it was so fun to just rewatch it. I lived it, but it was just so fun to just rewatch it and listen to him talk again. Yeah. It was fun.
He's just so smart, and you could tell he really has a passion for it, for writing, and I loved listening to him just talk about his books. Yeah. I really did. He convinced me to read some of them. And then listening to both of you, non-spoilery talk about The Girl in the Painting.
Yeah.
It made me want to I gotta get back in it. I've got to get back in it. Yeah. So, if you haven't watched that episode, I suggest it. Give it a go. Sorry about the abrupt ending. I don't know. I haven't watched the ending yet that Becky edited. We just sort of hung up with him, and then I just stopped recording.
It looks better than that.
Okay, good. Because
I think
we didn't do our little outro or anything, and I was like, well, that was silly.
Don't worry. There's an intro and an outro.
Good job.
The intro has it's the Happily Booked, logo. But then next to it, instead of us like normal, it has his books and his name. Okay. And then the outro is similar. So it's only got the first two that we actually talked about in the episode on the intro, and the outro are the last 3 that he has published.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So he obviously couldn't tell us the last one that has not been published yet. He couldn't tell us the name of it or anything. So I'm excited for whenever that comes out for that to be revealed. Oh man. Yeah, he was really nice. He was friendly. Yeah, so give that a watch. I feel like it's been a long time since we recorded, but that's so silly because we recorded last week.
But it wasn't a normal episode, so that's why it feels like
you're right. You're right. So I guess I'm trying to do hauls for after, but I have a book to haul. I'll just have to pull it up on my phone because I'm not going back upstairs. So I guess if I want to keep consistently doing that, what have you finished since 2 recordings ago?
I'm pretty sure I have not finished anything.
Yeah.
I was listening to Queen's Road, correct? Last time we talked?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have not finished anything.
Okay. I think I have maybe finished something. I'm going to look at my phone Because I did not prepare for this.
My phone is almost dead, so I already looked. I know what 3 books I'm currently reading, so.
That's good.
I'm ready for the next segment.
I think I did. I think I finished one thing.
What'd you finish?
Maybe. What was the date? I can look.
I was going to say, now I'm going to have to pull my phone up,
That's the 15th. That was the 15th. Let me look at this book. I finished this on the 15th. Okay, so I finished 2 things then, technically. 2.
Okay.
1, 2. The first one was Don't Look for Me by Wendy Walker, which was the book club book for the book club I'm in. Whew. Which, did you know that bookstore... You're going to make me yawn.
I'm sorry.
Are you happy with that?
I don't know. Because now I'm probably going to yawn again.
I think it's this lighting. And
it makes us so sleepy.
I think it does.
And we eat lunch before we come down
here.
Yeah,
so our bellies are full.
Maybe we should start recording first and then have lunch.
Maybe should. We might get through it faster then too.
Maybe.
We gotta go
hungry.
Eat some food. I don't know if you knew this or if I talked about this or whatever. The bookstore that we have the book club in is being sold.
Oh.
The location is being sold.
No, you didn't tell me that.
They want... from my understanding, they're not selling to somebody unless they know it's going to be a bookstore still, but that might just be hopes and dreams for them. I don't know. But, so our book club, you with me? Might not meet there.
No.
I'm okay with it. We're still going to meet.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's good.
I want to meet at a restaurant.
Oh.
That, we can eat food at.
Yes.
Because that bookstore does have some little snacky foods, but we meet at dinner time.
And you're pregnant.
I'm hungry. And, yeah, I'm pregnant. Did you know that?
And, she would like to eat.
Yeah, it's just
or meat earlier.
Fancy meat and cheeses and stuff out there.
Oh.
And I'm like, there's other things like some popcorn and pretzels and those are yummy, but it's not food.
Right, it's not dinner.
So I'd be fine with just only meeting at a restaurant from now on.
Yeah. If we ever get to open our happily booked bookstore with cafe, that would be a great place to meet for book clubs because we're going to have food.
Right. So, just didn't know if I mentioned that to you or not. Fun fact.
You did not. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Or maybe fortunate if you start meeting at a restaurant.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about it. We all plan to continue meeting, so it's although it does go into, will the people who have been buying the books for our book club continue doing that? Or are we going to have to now, purchase our own books and stuff? Still something I'm willing to do. Personally, I don't really care, to be honest. It's nice that the books are just paid for, but half of them have been on Kindle Unlimited, so it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, the last one we read was Don't Look for Me by Wendy Walker. It's a thriller. I gave it 4 stars. I'm going to read the description. Okay. In Wendy Walker's thrilling novel, Don't Look for Me, the greatest risk isn't running away, it's running out of time. The car abandoned miles from home, the note found at a nearby hotel, the shattered family that couldn't be put back together. They called it a walk away. It happens all the time. Does it though? Does it though? What woman just abandons her kids all the time? I mean, I know it happens, but
it does happen, but not all the time. That's true.
Women disappear. I feel like it's more common for them not to. You know? Women disappear, desperate to leave their lives behind and start over. But is that what really happened to Molly Clark? That's all the description has.
I'm gonna guess no.
I'm gonna tell you you're right. I gave it 4 stars, but honestly, the more I talked about it with my mom and the other people who had read the book, I was like, that was way too generous. I ended up the entire book until you get to the twist at the end.
Mm-hmm.
is so fast-paced and so intriguing. Like, you want to know what's happening. You already know from the get-go that that is not what happened to Molly Clark. Like, she did not just leave her family. Like, you know that. And, but you know what happened to her. So the other characters trying to piece it together and find her in time before anything else possibly happens to her and stuff. And, how what am I trying to say? Pregnancy brain. Unserious. That's what I'm trying, like, that's not what I'm trying to say, but that's all I want to say. How, they're lacking, like, the seriousness of the case in their investigation, it feels like. Like, it feels like they just don't care. So that, on top of, like, the drama that was happening within her family before she disappeared, like, it all makes you want to keep reading. And then there's this, like, stupid, bizarre twist at the end that is just dumb. It's just dumb. It's not, like, it was stupid to even implement. Like, it.
So you didn't see that one coming?
Didn't see it coming, and I was like, for real? Like, I was like, so this person shows back up that it's not Molly Clark, it's somebody else that allegedly went missing or was killed.
Oh.
Another woman allegedly went missing and was killed. And she's alive and comes back. And this entire time that you, like, will learn more things about her case throughout the story while they're trying to find Molly and everything, you're, like, sympathizing for her and for the daughter that was left behind. And the daughter, when she's like 8, something like that. So every time she remembers her mom, she puts her in, paints her in such a nice light and stuff, because of course she would. Her mom is awful. Mm-hmm. She came back and I was like, she's a terrible, terrible person. She's an awful person. Like, then she does several things and within the twist, like the last, like, 15 minutes of this whole crazy encounter, where it's like, you should not be allowed back to your daughter. Like, you shouldn't be. Like, you're awful. And I was telling my mom, like, this is unrelated to Molly Clark, okay? Like, this is unrelated to her. I was like, I would have rather this character had just been dead in the woods. Like we thought she was. I would have much rather her have just been buried in the woods and long gone, because she was an awful person. It was just such a stupid twist. The rest of the book leading up to it is really interesting and good and fast-paced. And so I was like, well, I really enjoyed most of my time with the book.
That's why you gave it a 4.
That's why I gave it a 4-star, but honestly, it's really more like 2.5, 3 if you really keep talking about it. Whatever. It was fine, though, to read. Everybody at the book club was like, yeah, like, the twist was just...
I guarantee you're not going to feel that way at the end of this one.
I hope not. I'm very confused as to how it's possibly going to wrap up.
I loved how it wrapped up, honestly.
Good.
It seemed perfect.
Yeah. Well, because now we're talking about the girl in the painting briefly. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to forget if I don't. So
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. The girl in the painting, like, there's so much more happening than I thought was going to happen, And I don't know if I'm just being repetitive in saying that. Like, maybe I've said that about the last several thrillers I've read, and that's actually a normal thing. or what, because there's just so many things happening, and I'm, like, trying to tie everything together and I'm trying to conclude how it's going to end, which is something he mentioned in the interview, was that I don't think he really enjoys when his readers can figure out what's going to happen. And so far, you're right on the money. I have no idea how this book is going to end. And I trust nobody, and I wish Celine was smarter. I just trust absolutely nobody. I mean, I'm telling you, Becky, the first time that man put a key into my mouth, he's abusive. But allegedly it's because of somebody else making him be. And one of the weird abusive things he did when she tried to leave him was like hold her mouth and then like put a key into her mouth. A key! A metal key! I would have, and then he like goes to bed and she stays there. And I'm like, I would have marched my happy butt to the authorities and been like, here's the key to his apartment. He's abusive. He's hiding something in a room. I don't know what's going on. And you know what really I was texting Becky a lot about like, as I finally was making more progress, I was just telling her where I was and like my thoughts and stuff. And something I forgot to mention was, she just sleeps with this guy randomly. He must be some kind of hunk. Because she just sleeps with him. Doesn't even know his last name, favorite color, probably doesn't even know the color of his eyes, like, doesn't know him. But her first interaction with him, she was frightened by him. So you're telling me now you're just not frightened by him anymore? That's your first impression, was that you were scared. How do you go from scared
to sleeping with
him? I just don't. Obviously, he is just a huge red flag. Like, he is a red flag. I don't get it, Celine. Okay, sorry. I'm not done with the book, so I'm really eager to see how this all ties together. Had to get that out. Something I did finish, though, I also finished The Coworker by Frieda McFadden. I swapped between audio on Libby and Kindle Unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up giving this one 4 stars. I'm going to read the synopsis, the description it has on here. 2 women, an office filled with secrets, one terrible crime that can't be taken back. Dawn's shift is strange. At least everyone thinks so at Vix, the nutritional supplement company where Dawn works as an accountant. She never pays. She never says the right thing. She has no friends, and she is always at her desk at precisely 8:45 a.m. So when Dawn doesn't show up to the office one morning, her coworker, Natalie Farrell, beautiful, popular, top sales rep 5 years running, is surprised. Then she receives an unsettling, anonymous phone call that changes everything. It turns out Dawn wasn't just an awkward outsider. She was being targeted by someone close. And now Natalie is irrevocably tied to Dawn as she finds herself caught in a twisted game of cat and mouse that leaves her wondering, who's the real victim? But one thing is incredibly clear. Somebody hated Dawn's shift enough to kill. The Coworker is a tense, unputdownable thriller from New York Times bestselling author Frieda McFadden. It was pretty good. I, for some reason, can't remember, like, how I really felt when I ended it. I did give it 4 stars. The ending was interesting. I saw it coming. So I wasn't, like, so surprised. I saw a big twist of the end coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then the actual, like, conclusion, I did not see coming. And I thought the actual conclusion was a little far-fetched. But it was still good. It was still entertaining. I think hers are very, like, they're very easy to read and accessible.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, they're pretty predictable. Are you getting a call?
Don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a game.
And I'm always like, oh, I could be missing a call. Let me look. They're very easy to read. They're fast-paced. But I don't think... Sometimes the twists are good. She has so many books. And I was talking to my friend Katie about this, our buddy Katie.
Mm-hmm.
You know Katie. Katie? Are
Hi,
you watching?
Katie.
And we were at Barnes & Noble, I think is when we were talking about this. And she has so many that now the next one I read by her, I, like, reference the rest of them and how the rest of them made me feel. And, like, correlation to this
Mm-hmm.
brand new one I just finished.
Right.
And it was okay. There has only been one that I really liked by
Mm-hmm.
her. And that was The Boyfriend.
I thought that was right.
Yeah.
And I almost said it, and I was like, you might be wrong.
Well, and then I read another one by her, which actually a lot of people at the book club didn't like because it turned out to be a book club one. And I can't think of... Oh, The Intruder. I liked that one as well. I like The Boyfriend more. That one's the top one so far. And what sucks is it was my first one, so it's probably just like, nothing else by her is going to be this good in my opinion. But we'll find out. I'm going to eventually get through her books. But The Intruder I really liked as well. I still sort of saw the twist coming, but like I liked the scenery and everything, or not the scenery, the setting and everything. I don't know. This one was pretty predictable, but it was decent. And the characters are not who you think they are, for sure. They're not necessarily super nice and innocent like the description might give off.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's an interesting story. So, that's all I've read.
You finished?
Yeah. That is all I have finished so far. Crazy. What are you
currently reading?
Okay,
so I'm currently reading...
I'm going to take a swig. Sorry.
Yes, do that.
Continue.
I'm currently reading the Book of Judges because that's what we're studying in Bible class. And I can just listen to that while I get ready in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, that was loud.
It's really interesting because, like, a lot of the stories we talk about as children, we only talk about certain parts of the stories of the judges. So we miss, like, the other parts of the story, meaning, like, for instance, with Jephthah, we talk about how he made a foolish vow to kill the first thing that he sees when he comes home, and to offer it as a burnt sacrifice to God, and it's his daughter. And instead of talking to God, I mean, you have a direct line as a judge. He just does it. And so, he said, I can't get out of my vow. You probably could have.
Yeah, like maybe just like talk to him.
That's the part of the story we talk about, but we don't talk about like how much faith he had in God and what he did as a judge prior to that, and how he defeated the enemy that he defeated for the people. And I think it's good as an adult to go back and reread Judges, because obviously we have to trim that down for children because it's not really child appropriate, some of it, although you would think that killing your daughter is not really child appropriate, but
it's not really appropriate at all. But yeah,
but like we miss part of the story as children. And I don't know if I did read the Judges one time when I was teaching my niece and nephew, but I probably just went for the part that was appropriate and didn't really focus on the other part. So it's nice as an adult to be able to read it and like hear the heroic thing that they did versus the not necessarily heroic thing that we all remember. So that's nice. I'm enjoying listening to the Judges and studying it and everything. And then I am reading Queen's Road by Emma Forrester. And I'm really enjoying like reading all the indie books, or the books by indie authors, because, with people like James Patterson and Alexander McCall Smith, love them, not trying to put them down or anything. They have people who do all the work for them.
Right.
And the indie authors like Caleb Crowe, Cameron Trost, Emma Forrester, they have to do all that themselves.
Right.
And so it's really
hard
cool.
work.
It is hard work. And it's really fun to read their books and go, these people are just as good an author, maybe even better than some of these other people who have publishers and editors and whatever all they have, that they have to pay for to do all this work for them. But their books are just as good or better, and they don't have any help.
Right.
And they deserve to be read too.
Yeah.
So I think it's fun to like read their books and to promote their books so that other people will be able to give them a chance, because they haven't heard of them either, because they don't have the people behind them that James Patterson has.
Yeah, for all the marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing is intense.
It is. So it's really fun to read the books by the indie authors and to hopefully put their names out there so other people can enjoy them too. Zombies have never been something I was interested in reading about, and I was probably scarred from Night of the Living Dead as a child.
Yeah.
I don't know that as an adult I want to revisit it and see if it's goofy. It's probably goofy now as an adult, but I don't want to ruin the fear that I had when I watched that movie as a child. As a matter of fact, I didn't even finish it. It was so scary. Zombies have never been anything I'm interested in reading about. But her artwork that she has when she's been posting about her books is really pretty, and then like she has conversations about like different things about the apocalypse and little conversations. What would you bring in an apocalypse?
Right.
And stuff like that. And so like her conversations are interesting. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll give her book a read. It is about zombies, and I don't hate it. And it's very fast paced. I could probably have been done with this book because I could have listened to it on 2.0, except that I would miss a lot because it's moving fast. So I made the decision early on to not do that. Every 5 seconds, they're fighting zombies. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
And like they've built a little fort out of cars. But not only are they fighting zombies, they got some other guy who's like taking advantage of the situation.
Right. There's always that guy.
And he's like using the zombies to attack other people. I'm like, what's going on here? So I'm really enjoying Queen's Road. Still reading that. And that's why I'm not done. It's a really long book. But
how long is it?
It was like 10 hours long to listen to. But I mean, it's not any longer than any of the other books necessarily that I've listened to. I just can't listen to it fast.
This isn't something you normally read, so it's like you need to kind of pay attention.
Yes. Well, and it's very fast paced.
Yeah.
There's a lot of action.
Yeah.
There are little things about it that I don't like, and probably I would enjoy it more if I was reading it myself. The narrator makes everything sound what's the word? I don't know the word I'm looking for, but the way that she narrates, everything is so dramatic.
Like exaggerated.
Like everything is heartwarming. Oh, he's a kid and he was doing it's how it's described. Okay, yes, maybe it's heartwarming, but like it doesn't have to be read like that.
Yeah, like every time.
Like
something doesn't have to be
everything is in the same tone, and it's not all heartwarming.
Monotone?
That's not the right word. No, it's not monotone, but it's like when there's adventure, she's not reading it like it's exciting.
Oh.
She's reading it like it's time to have a moment.
Yeah.
Like this is a moment.
Like they're trying not to die.
Like it's heartfelt, but it's not. Read it fast paced.
Yeah.
Read it like it's exciting.
The narrator you're not a huge fan of.
Yeah. I hope it's not her narrating it herself. I didn't look at that.
I think you would notice that.
I'm sorry, Emma, if it's you narrating. But yeah. But I mean, it is a good book. I just think I'd prefer reading it physically. And then she's got a second one out that I'll probably listen to because it's the same people. I guess it's still in the apocalypse. I guess there's still zombies. She's writing a third one. I hope at some point the world gets rid of the zombies. Yeah. And she can move on to a different apocalyptic road somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vampires.
Yeah. Ooh. Now that's up my alley. Sasquatch.
There you go.
And then the third book I'm listening to, is 3 Bags Full. Emma and I finally started listening to it again.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Yes. And it's funny. I have already noticed differences between it and the movie. Mm-hmm. And I watched the movie again with my parents last night. And Emma fell asleep and Ella was talking to a friend on the phone, so she missed half the movie. But I didn't bawl my eyes out this time.
Yeah, you knew what was happening this time.
I did. Yeah. My sister still cried, and I was like, oh, I didn't. And she's like, well, that's just rude.
But you must be heartless.
I almost cried a few times, but also I was playing games on my phone because I didn't have to pay as close attention to it because I'd seen it before. Yeah. But it's really good. It's such a funny, there's so many funny parts. The part in the book, they talk about God as well and their confusion over who the Lord is and what he does. But in the movie, it's a different setting, and so like it's also funny, though they don't understand. So they're walking through the town, the sheep, right? And one sheep is telling another sheep what a church building is, and he said someone named God lives there, and they said something about they were talking about communion, and they said something about he eats people, or they eat his flesh or something like that,
and drink his blood.
And I was like, God sounds terrible.
That sounds scary.
He sounds worse in the book.
Right. That's so funny.
So it's just really funny. I love the movie, which is not called Three Bags Full. It's called The Sheep Detectives. And Three Bags Full is the book, and it's really good. And also I think who the lead character is supposed to be in the book is Miss Maple instead of Miss Marple.
Oh, that's cute.
I think that's funny.
Yeah.
In the movie, her name is Lily.
Well, they should have kept it.
Miss Maple, yeah. I think so too. But anyway, it's really cute.
I want to read that.
I was gonna say, if you haven't watched the movie, watch it. But if you haven't read the book, I think you should give it a read. There's some negative comments about it, but I think those people are weird. Because
it's a murder mystery where sheep are trying to figure out who did it. So it's
and they're like, I just didn't.
You have to suspend your belief a little.
Exactly. I just didn't like that it was from the sheep's perspective. Okay, that doesn't make it a bad book.
You knew it was from their perspective before you started it. If you read, I'm sorry, I'm assuming it's in the synopsis. It was in the trailer for the movie.
Hold on, I think it is in the synopsis.
I mean, that would be a huge chunk to leave out of the synopsis.
Right.
But I mean, read something you're not used to every once in a while. It's not going to hurt you.
Stetson wants to know if he can have a fruit bar.
Sure. She might have to let him get it out, though. He's a little picky about certain things. She'll have to open it, though. Sorry, that's loud. He's like, I can get away with eating a fruit bar now because Mommy's not up here to make me pee in the toilet.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this has the synopsis on here.
Oh, is this too soon? Did you ever find your chapstick?
No.
That's crazy.
And I like that
I might have one you could have. I don't know if I have any unopened ones.
I'm going to go check the van that we can't drive anymore.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I didn't miss it.
Yeah.
Stupid van.
Stupid man.
Yes. Oh, maybe I should go. I'm sorry.
Got distracted.
I should go in here to look for the synopsis. Well, I was in Storygraph thinking that they might have put it in there, but I should just
I know, I do that too. I'm like, I'm trying to find something and I'm going to a different app than I should be to figure it out, and it's just a whole lot, you know.
Let's see. That's the description.
Oh,
did I miss it?
Read more. I didn't hear my tummy grumble.
Well, it just says, okay, let's see. Soon to be a major motion picture. That's already happened. Something is not right with George the shepherd. His sheep have gathered around him outside the cozy Irish village of Glenkill to assess the situation. George has cared for the sheep, reading them books every night, and now he lies pinned to the ground with a spade. His flock, far savvier about the workings of the human mind than your average sheep, sets out to find George's killer, led by Miss Maple, the smartest sheep in Glenkill and possibly the world. So yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah.
Also, not getting that he's as nice a person in the book as he was in the movie.
Okay.
Not that he is a terrible person. Just, I don't know. I'm waiting to see how his character plays out.
Yeah.
I mean, he starts off the book dead.
Right.
So, don't know anything about him yet. Gotta wait for for him to be revealed. But
yeah. Gotta let the sheep explain him to you.
Yeah.
How far are you in the book?
I
know since Emma's able to listen to it now with you, now y'all are going to progress.
Yeah, because I was like, I told her the other day, I said, Emma, we need to listen to our book. And she said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Where's the about this book? Oh, wait. Okay, so it's 12 hours and 37 minutes, and we have 9 hours and 2 minutes left. So we've only read 3 hours.
Yeah. Pretty early on still.
Yeah. And it's going to take a while since it's 12 hours.
Yeah.
We're not in the car as often as as I am for work and stuff, so.
It'll be a fun twist when I read it and finish it before y'all.
Yes. So Emma,
you watched the movie, though, so it's probably the same.
Well, I don't know.
Outcoming, but.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We are going to watch another movie that I keep seeing advertised called Seeking Persephone.
Okay.
And it's based on a book. So she's going to be reading the book on her own. She thought about us reading it together, and I was like, well, we're already reading 3 bags full together. We can't do 2.
Right.
At one time.
Let's finish one.
You
and
just
then
read
move
that
on.
one without me, and I'll probably read it too, but what are you looking at?
I'm trying to find the name of the book we started.
Oh.
Or our next book. There it is. Okay. What kind of paradise? So I can find the description. There. I started typing. What did I start typing? This Side of Paradise, but that is a Scott Fitzgerald book. So that's not the same book. Which I have, and I have not read. I have only read The Great Gatsby by him.
I don't think I've read any of his books.
I don't think most of them blew up like The Great Gatsby did.
Yeah.
So, or became as popular, I guess. I don't know. So that's all you're currently reading?
Yes.
I need a cozy mystery in my life. I really need to read a cozy mystery, I think. Such little time. I have a haul. It's the book club book, which you already knew. It's called What Kind of Paradise by Janelle Brown. I think I'm going to really like it.
Wait. Did you do what you're currently reading?
I don't know. All I'm reading is this.
Oh.
This. Oops, I did it again. Okay. The Girl in the Painting by Caleb Crowe. Technically, I mean, Storygraphs has another book on there, but I've not.
It's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie. It's a lie. So,
okay,
that's all.
Sorry, proceed.
Is that all? Pretty sure that's all. Sorry, excuse me. So it was between this book and another book, and I wanted to read the other book. I think that one was called The Compound, and I cannot think of the author's name, but don't know if anybody remembers this. The buzzword challenge that I want to do.
Yes.
That book is on my list for that. The Compound.
Oh.
So, and I'm interested in it anyway. I have not even continued trying to read the books for that challenge. But now that I'm feeling better, maybe I will. We'll see. So I was putting that one and this book, and I really wanted to read The Compound, but in its description, synopsis, it is compared to Lord of the Flies, and one of the ladies in our book club really got upset with the Lord of the Flies.
Oh.
So we were like, okay, we don't have to read that, which is fine. So we're reading What Kind of Paradise, and after I read the description at the book club, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to like this book. So this is what it says. The first thing you have to understand is that my father was my entire world. Growing up in an isolated cabin in Montana in the mid-1990s, Jane knows... Why can't I talk? Jane knows only the world that she and her father live in. The wood stove that heats their home, the vegetable garden where they try to eek? That is eek. Eek?
Yeah, eek. Yeah, probably eek.
You know, I've heard it before, but not very often. I don't feel like that's a very... Anyway, eke out a subsistence, the books of 19th century philosophy, that her father gives her to read in lieu of what? Of going to school. I'm sorry. Y'all are like, I don't even know what the description said. Her father is elusive about their past, giving Jane little beyond the facts that they once lived in the Bay Area and that her mother died in a car accident. The crash propelling him to move Jane off the grid to raise her in a Walden-esque utopia.
Why does it feel like that's going to be all a lie?
Right? like her life is a lie. He's keeping big secrets from her.
Like he stole her from her mom.
Oh my gosh. That's probably what's going to be. I'm going to tell you too when you get... As Jane becomes a teenager, she starts pushing against the boundaries of her restricted world. She begs to accompany her father on his occasional trips away from the cabin, but when Jane realizes that her devotion to her father has made her an accomplice to a horrific crime, she flees Montana to the only place she knows to look for answers about her mysterious past and her mother's death, San Francisco. It is a city in the midst of a seismic change, where her quest to understand herself will force her to reckon with both the possibilities and the perils of the fledgling internet, where she will come to question everything she values. I think you're onto something, Becky. Yeah, I think I'm going to like it. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's, I think, the only thing I have to haul, unless I can look at my Kindle. Oh, I did download The Wrong Neighbor on Kindle Unlimited. But we'll see if I actually get to it anytime soon. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything super new to... The one that Storygraph says I'm still reading is A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher, which I do want to read. I'm just have not prioritized it whatsoever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay, well, what do you have? What do you have, Becky?
Emma found something.
The one, the only. Secrets of the White House.
Secrets of the White House, you guys. I can finish it.
That's crazy.
So, and then I said, well, wait, is my other book there?
And
she found Beneath the Blackwood.
So we know what you're going to be reading these next few weeks.
So I can start physically reading again.
Congratulations.
I thought about starting that book by my friend Joseph Cotty, but I was like, what if I find my other books?
Yeah.
So I'm still putting his on hold.
Because you know you're liking them, so you may as well finish them.
So.
Yeah.
Yay! And that's all I have.
Oh, okay.
That's it. But I was so excited. I was like, I have to share this moment.
That is a big deal. That's a big deal because Secrets of the White House has been rolling for a while now.
It feels like all year at this point.
I know, it does. It does. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to read next. Except I do want to read a cozy mystery.
Yeah.
Or at least a murder mystery. But I'll probably try to read something actually cozy-ish.
Well, you like Agatha Christie.
Mm-hmm.
She has lots of different ones.
Mm-hmm. I've got a couple upstairs.
My mom was telling me about an author she likes. Let's see if I can find it real quick before my phone dies.
Yeah. What's it at?
It's at 23%.
Oh, that's not too bad.
What did she say his name was? She follows him on Facebook.
Yeah, I've got a few Agatha Christie's upstairs that I haven't read. I've got several other, like, murder mystery-esque, but not a whole lot physically. I really need to read through my bookshelf. Because with a whole nother child on the way, I'm really not seeing the appeal to having a whole lot of books anymore.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
Oh.
That's sort of sad.
That's my sister and her husband on their wedding day.
Oh, that's so cute.
They've been married 25 years.
Oh, look at them. They look so happy.
Yeah. She was so beautiful. She's still beautiful. Wait. I came on here with a little
I got distracted.
Karen.
And there is actually sort of a thrillery horror book that I want to read. Well, it won a poll that I had posted for that I keep wanting to say Buzzsprout. That buzzword challenge. But I never got around to it. So I might actually read that. Ugh. I don't know.
When did she tell me she put?
And then, of course, I've got to read the book club book before book club.
Yeah.
Which will be 4 weeks from tomorrow, so I've got a little while.
Mom, you post so many things. She said his name was Benedict something.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
He's not an author. To my knowledge.
Look at them.
Oh, that is a terrible picture. I'm pretty sure that's us.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's me.
Oh.
And that's my sister, but why do you look like that? That's Martin and John. Which means that has to be Joy. And that's Michael and Matthew. And where's Joe? He must be over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a terrible picture of me, Mom. Why would you post that?
I think it looks fine.
I look like this.
Everybody's kind of moving, so it's kind of fuzzy.
Why am I making that face?
It's very candid.
That's my grandma.
Aww.
That's my mom's Aunt Nina. Yeah. And that's Aunt Gracie. That's Uncle Bunk. That's not what I came on here for. Oh, that's Jerry, I think. That's Emma and Ella. Where's this guy's name? Benedict something. I wonder if she put it
he's a cozy mystery author?
I think
Benedict.
So. And he writes about
not musty. Mystery.
When did she say she? If only neither one of us.
Marie Benedict?
Nope.
Benedict Brown?
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah, that's probably it. That looks like a cozy mystery book. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Benedict Brown books.
And then tell me, like,
Christmas Candle Murders, Murder at the Spring Ball, The Alpine Christmas Mystery. I feel like I've seen that one, that cover, or that title. Heard that title. Mystery of Mistletoe Hall, Murder at Everham Hall, Murder in an Italian Castle. Ooh.
I wonder who the let's see, who is the
Arsenic and Old Lies, The Castleton Affair. Wrote a lot. Death on a Summer's Day, A Novel Way to Kill. Blood on the Banisters. I don't expect you to put all of these book covers up.
No.
I'll type them up, but Body at the Grand Hotel.
Okay. Lord Edgington is who she told me about. So yeah, that's it. That is him. But I said, who is the detective in Benedict Brown books? And it says...
she told you about the detective. Okay.
He writes multiple cozy mystery series, each featuring a different primary detective. So Lord Edgington is one. He's a 70-year-old retired master detective in 1920s England. Along with his clever teenage grandson and apprentice, Christopher Edgington. Then there's Izzy Palmer, Marius Quinn. So I guess those are the three he writes about. Interesting. So specifically, I don't know if she's read the other ones. She likes the Lord Edgington mysteries.
Okay. Good to know.
That was just, when you said that, it made me think, she told me somebody, and I thought you might like to look them up just to see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's it.
Do you have anything else?
No. Don't think so.
Me neither.
I hate when we stop recording and then I'm like, should have talked about that.
Well, there was a time when you used to take notes. And
I know.
I
had a whole thing. So prepared. Times have changed.
I've rubbed off on her.
And I know wings it. I kind of like, in our actual category, I didn't talk about the girl in the painting, but I had like kind of splurged a little bit before we got there, so that's why I didn't really go back into it.
I can't wait for you to finish it and then tell me what you think about the twist at the end.
Well, I really cannot tell what's going to happen. And I'm really thinking about like, okay, Celine is the girl in the painting, right? because, like, she painted all these pictures of her when she was in that abusive relationship with Robbie, and there was all her in the paintings. And I'm like, what if there's something else to it? And then there's, like, didn't you mention that the earrings you never find out whose earrings they are? I don't like that, Caleb. I don't like that. Because they've been brought up like 3 separate times. And if they're going to be brought up that many times, I'd like to know who the owner is.
Well, actually, I think you either don't find out or, like, and I might be remembering this wrong, there is a girl who says, oh, I have earrings like that.
That was her friend, coworker Annie. And then she left Robbie and stayed with Annie.
And she found her earrings.
Yeah, and they were, like, talking, and Celine noticed her earrings. And she was like, yeah, I saw yours the other day, so I had to dig mine out. So it's okay, so it wasn't Annie. Part. And then she's sort of pondering, like, oh, I guess they could be Julie's. Who is outrageous, by the way. Outrageously horrible teenager.
Yeah.
Sorry, Graham. Get it together. That's her dad.
Yeah, I didn't like that girl.
She is, like, she's unchained. Like, she's...
Honestly, I hoped something would happen to her.
Isn't that bad? She's technically a child. But she's being terrible.
Now, I don't mean she had to die. Just, something. Maybe...
Scare her straight.
Yeah.
But, so she, like, was pondering, like, could go with Julie's, like, goth style or something. That's what she said. And I was like, I want to know whose earrings they are. So
funny.
I don't know. And in the room, when she finally got into his secret room, it's a whole bunch of drugs and stuff. And I was really hoping there was, like, a chained up woman. Isn't that horrible?
I thought there was going to be a person in there,
I mean, I thought, like, there felt like a lot of build-up to it. So, and she was hallucinating on mushrooms one day, so she thought she saw movement in there. So it's like, oh, she was just, high on mushrooms. But, like, what if there is somebody in there? That would be so creepy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really have no idea how this book's going to end. I will let you know, though, when I finish it. I'm going to text you whether it's 1 a.m. or not.
And there is more to it just being her, but it is her in the painting.
Right.
But there is a backstory to why she keeps painting that.
Okay. Oh, and her dad just died.
Yes. Okay. I wondered if that part had happened yet.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to ask.
Yeah, there's something off with Michael.
It's really about to take off now.
He's obviously too possessive of Celine for whatever reason. And I'm like, what if he's actually her dad or something? I don't know. I don't know. Oh! Okay. Okay. Anyway, that's all. That's all.
She's gonna crash out.
Yeah, I'll probably finish it tonight. That's the theme. Finish it the night we recorded. So, and then I'll start something else.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you as always for watching Kindred Spirits. Sorry about the last week not having an episode. We had one. It just didn't get posted.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to get 2 this week.
Yeah.
And then this one will come next week. So by the time you see this, hopefully you'll be caught up.
Yeah.
And, thank you for supporting us even when we are just flying off the seat of our pants or whatever. By the seat of our pants. And don't know what we're saying half the time.
I don't.
We really appreciate you. It's wonderful to know that there are so many kindred spirits in the world. Book lovers, both writers and readers. Thank you guys. We really appreciate the support. Thank you to the Sideways Sheriff, of course. There's another convo with Brooke and Beck coming. I should have done it yesterday, but I was tired, so I didn't post it.
That's fair.
But we have kept the Sideways Sheriff busy. And thank you. Thank you for everything you do. Not just for the podcast. And thank you to Miss Tracy for our lovely shirts. And our
I'm wearing one.
And all the other merchandise that we do actually have. If you're interested, just let us know. We'll make sure that you get what you want for a reasonable price. And until next time, stay happily booked. Bye.
Bye.